All right, so you're looking at hole 2 of our par 3 course. Really hot, dry summer in Virginia, pretty tough on our greens. So we're gonna start today by using our Ryan GA30 aerator. This is an old school aerator, but it gets the job done. You have these tines in the back. They're gonna rotate up and down, and they're gonna pull cores from the ground, you know, about 4 inches deep. And then this little V in the back here is going to line up those cores in a row, which is really nice because normally we take a snow shovel and we shovel those rows off the course. Today the cores are going to be lighter, so we're probably going to leaf blow them. But in this video you'll see the aerator at work. You'll see the green before and after, and then from there you'll see someone leaf blowing all the cores into piles, which we'll then put on other places in the course. All right, here we go. You saw the aerator in action. It's done its job. It's pulled cores. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean up all these cores, put down some nutrients, fill the holes that the cores left with sand. Now if you're thinking, well, I don't have that fancy aerator machine. The Ryan GA30, by the way, isn't that fancy. It was fancy back in the 80s. There are fancy machines that exist today, which nice courses get to use, but you could also accomplish this same thing with a tow-behind aerator that you could rent at like an equipment rental store. The key is they have to be hollow core tines. So these things here need to flip out a core. If they're solid tines, they're just gonna put a hole in the ground. So if you're gonna rent an aerator or you're gonna buy tines for a machine, make sure they're hollow core tines. All right, next thing you'll see in the video is someone either shoveling or leaf blowing off these cores. So we get everything cleared up. We reuse these cores on parts of the course that need some good soil and some bent grass. All right, you've seen a cast of 4, myself included, pseudo turf experts aerating the green. You got to see us shovel off the cores. You got to see us leaf blow, put down some nutrients, reseed some areas that were weak. You could do that by hand. You can do it with a seeder, which is what I used. Then you sweep in all this sand. So that process is called top dressing. We used an old machine called a Meter-Matic, but that's a top dressing machine, just spreads the sand evenly. You sweep that all in, try to fill in the aerating holes, and then the next thing to do is water. So we'll water, then we'll let this sand dry out, and then we'll come out here and we'll sweep again. This time we might go like across or perpendicular, and then we'll water, sweep again. And eventually we might use a drag mat, a cocoa fiber drag mat, which is a little gentler on the greens, or when the sand's starting to really go away, we'll eventually do a first mowing. So that's kind of the process. If you have questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Happy to address any questions that you have. Thanks for watching.